You're currently touring around with the new album Jet Age. How's the tour going?
It's been going great, actually. It's, in our eyes, quite successful so far, so we're enjoying ourselves. I mean, we enjoy playing anyway, so yeah, so it's going really well. I mean, I think we're about halfway through now.
And you've just done a gig at Deakin Uni. Did that go off well?
That was good. It was good. It was a different environment, I suppose, for the band and for people to see the band, you know. It was in the courtyard there, you know, at the Deakin University, people sitting down and very relaxed day.
Everything I read says that you emerged from Adelaide in '96, but how long were you together before that?
Well, that would probably be around it. I mean, we've been together for about 7, actually probably 8, to be honest with you. A good year and a half of that wasn't playing shows. It was just rehearsing. We had the songs and we just rehearsed and made sure we didn't drop a note.
So who was Hell's Kitchen then?
That was us. That was the band name we had prior to Superjesus. It was basically kind of like a working title, and when we did start to play some shows, it kind of evoked heavy metal connotations, you know, so we kind of kept away from it a bit.
You went to the other religious scale.
That's right. Coming from the city of churches too, you know.
So you were all in other bands and got together with the plan of creating this band?
Yeah, we were all doing different things at the time. It's fair to say we're all in different bands, kind of really going anywhere. Just through mutual friends, you know, Sarah and myself got together. I've known Chris, the original guitarist, for 10 years prior, and so we all just kind of hooked up and auditioned drummers and found Paul.
Do you know what makes someone like Chris want to leave a band when it's just reaching its success?
Yeah, I do. It's touring, you know. I mean, touring, it's always I don't know, a misconcept around touring, and so much as people think, oh, you're out here every day and you get to see a different city, and sure you do. If you have enough sleep, you can get up and go and see things, you know. At this stage, I mean, we had spent 18 months touring, which was a hell of a long time, because we went overseas as well. And so I think it was just a combination of that and just living in hotels and suitcases. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, you know, as a lifestyle. So I think that was Chris's decision, and we were fine with it.
When you went overseas, is that when you recorded your first full-length album, Sumo?
Yeah, that's right. We were in Atlanta, Georgia for 2.5 months. We recorded it there.
Did you play gigs over there?
No, we kind of weren't allowed through visas and stuff like that.
Didn't have a green card?
Yeah.
Have you got your green cards for the new album?
Well, we did off of Sumo. Eventually we got our working visa, but right now we just want to kind of concentrate on Australia and cementing ourselves back. As it's been, you know, a year and a half off, we feel it's very important for us to get our profile back and let everyone know that we're around.
Your first EP, 8 Step Rail, actually won an ARIA award for the best single, and you won the best new band.
Mm-hmm.
And then your first full-length album, Sumo, won the best rock album.
Yeah.
How exciting was that, having your first releases winning awards for you?
Well, that was, to us, I mean, that was amazing, especially to win 2 ARIAs off of 8 Step Rail. 8 Step Rail was an independent release that we had done. It was actually recorded twice. We did a recording here in Melbourne and didn't like it as much, so we went back to Adelaide and re-recorded the EP. But it was exciting because it didn't have any muscle, if you will, you know, record companies, and it was kind of cool. Those ARIAs sit proudly in our parents' homes.
You've got plenty of record company muscle behind you at the moment, haven't you?
Well, we'd like to hope so, yeah.
Seen lots of advertising on TV for your new album.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's nice of them.
Sarah and her sister Leah actually made it into the Sun this week. Is there anyone else in your band who's got any famous relatives?
No, I don't think so.
You're the famous ones in the families.
No, but oh, it's all right. No, don't worry about it.
You don't have to stop talking. It's only you and me here.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, they've done really well. Leah's gone on to do her show and stuff, and it seems like it's going great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had any embarrassing moments on stage?
Yeah, we were on tour, and it had probably been for about 2.5, coming up on 3 months, and you don't. I think you eat less on the road. So by the time 3 months is up, your pants aren't kind of fitting the way they should. We were playing in Perth at this stage, and I was desperately trying to get a road crew guy to look my way, to grab his attention, because my pants had started to fall down, and we're in the middle of a really difficult part in the song, and I couldn't. It was like, what do I do? You know? So I carried on with the song, and face the embarrassment of my pants.
You had your pants around your ankles while you were playing?
Yeah.
Did you have a roadie come out and try and pull them up?
Yeah, what I had to do was end up getting some tape, some tape to tape them all up, like keep them up. The audience seemed to have a bit of a laugh about it too, but I was a bit embarrassed, yeah.
What's the best gig you've ever played, your most memorable?
There's been so many. Within Australia, I would say, there's one probably for each state. I mean, home in Adelaide, we played at the theatre there in Adelaide, and that was great, just being home and having the wind in your sail, kind of doing that. Maybe the Sydney and Metro, the Forum here in Victoria. Overseas, I would say maybe New York. Played in New York with Jesus and Mary Chain. That was kind of fun. And Chicago with Local H. So there's a few, and I could, we'd have to have a few cups of coffee to to go through them. But yeah, no, Australia's probably the ones that, obviously Big Day Out's are great.
Yeah, you did that in 99, didn't you?
Yeah.
You weren't in it this year, though?
No, we weren't in it. We were a bit late, I think, with the album and stuff like that to come out with the first single to come out. Obviously, like I was saying, we'd had a year and a half off, so people wanted to see what's happening with the band and where it's at.
You came down to the Falls Festival this year, though?
Yeah, we had a ball down there too.
Right, were you there New Year's Eve, or...?
No, we were in Perth. We played the night before at the Falls and then New Year's Eve in Perth, yeah.
Well, how do you enjoy the video making process?
Oh, it can be really laborious because it goes over a couple of days and it can be up to 14, 15 hours a day where you're standing around and, I don't wear makeup too often, so, and to having to keep reapplying the makeup and all the rest of it, it can be a bit of a pain in the bum, but at the end of it, to see it come together, it's a great achievement, but it can be hard work, yeah.
Who has the input into your videos? Is it the whole band getting together or some publicists?
Well, it's a bit of everybody, actually, Kathy. Like, the band will, we've had ideas and we've put them forward. I think the first 5 clips or whatever we've done, the band was pretty much involved doing that and saying this is how we want it. Then you have a lot of, obviously you have got ideas and the guy who's producing the video certainly has a concept. So we try and work and talk in with each other, and it's more like a team effort.
Okay, so then can I ask you, what is the best part about being in a successful rock band?
To play, I think every night is a dream, really. From when you jump around in front of a mirror with a hairbrush or a tennis racket, it goes back that far for me. So I think playing every night and having immediate reaction, like you finish a song, you get applauded. And there's not too many jobs where at the end of work you get an applause, and we're lucky enough to get it every night, so that's great. Yeah, that's what I like. But
then you're not playing to empty venues anymore?
No, no.
You done a few of those, like back in the old days?
Oh yeah, we certainly did. Actually, even to as recent as a couple of years ago when we were in America, I think we did maybe 60, 70 shows across America. And you'd go to some places, they wouldn't even know that you were booked tonight. You rock up with all your gear, and all of a sudden, what are you doing here? Well, we're the entertainment for tonight. and you might play to no one, but it was off the height of sumo. We played just about every festival within Australia, obviously with the success with the Arias and the whole bit. To go over to America and, you drive out of, say, Los Angeles, you might drive 6 hours and no one's heard of you 6 hours away. And then you might go to Chicago and, a few hundred people have heard of you. So it's different right across. It's a different setup over there. But we ended up doing all right over there, so we're looking forward to maybe going back and touring or something.
Yeah, it's so hard to actually get respect and that for what you're doing in the music industry. It must be hard to, give it up and start again.
Yeah, well, it is, yeah, that's right. But it does also keep you focused on what you're doing. I mean, you play enough nights with, 3 people, 4, 10, 15 people in front of you. All of a sudden, you start to realise this is about what we do on stage as opposed to running through emotion or kind of goofing off. This is totally about the music and getting it down right. So it does refocus you back into what you're doing. In
your bio, it says that Sarah and Tim being the new guitarist, wrote Gravity. What about the other songs? Who does most of the writing?
Well, it's a whole band does it. It's say Tim or McLeod or Sarah will come in with a song idea. Then what usually happens is we'll go into a rehearsal room and go, oh yes, this is how the chords go. Okay, then we build and structure a song in a rehearsal room. So it's good in so much as there's 4 different angles that are working on the song, and yet there's sometimes it can be quite conflicting. But it's usually that way it works is in a rehearsal room, sweating it out.
You call Sarah McLeod, do you?
Yeah, or McLeody. Usually McLeody.
It seems strange, hearing the nicknames. You got any other cute nicknames in there?
Yeah, well, it's McLeody. It's Hannah's for Tim, and Doof for Paul.
What's yours? Come on.
The other guys just call me Ruddy, which is kind of explanatory, but yeah.
Can I hear the other guys in the background at the moment?
Yeah, you can hear Paul and Sarah down in their hallway at the moment.
Oh, say hello to them for us.
Oh, cool.
Well, I guess that's about all we can talk about now, unless we'll be playing your new song, Secret Agent Man.
Yeah, Secret Agent Man, yeah.
No. Do you know which one's going to be the next, or do we have to wait a while for that?
Talking about that, actually, it's a split decision. The judges are out on this one at the moment, where the band itself is probably a bit split, and obviously record company has their input too. Like I said, it's a team effort, and we're all going to see how we go with it. But I really don't know. It's interesting. I've got a smile on my face because this has been on now for weeks and weeks, thinking about which song we're kind of going to do.
Well, think about what sort of videos you'd make for them both, and then think about which one you'd rather make.
Oh, that's a good call.
Okay, well, thanks for talking to us.
No worries, mate.
We really appreciate it, and hopefully one day you can come visit us in the studio.
Yeah, why not? That'd be great.
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Anytime.
All right.
Okay, thanks. Have a good week.
Thanks, Kath.
All right, bye.